Yeah. I ain't been live in a while. California did something real screwed up today. They did something real screwed up. They passed the bill. Look this up. Senate Bill 145. Senate Bill 145. That went through the California legislature yesterday. Went to the governor's desk, and it's gonna pass. It's re-election year. It's gonna pass. Yeah. I'm gonna read it to you in a minute, but let me describe what it is. I'm gonna read it to you. These folks that made it to where a young child and a grown adult can have consensual sex. I told people on my Facebook, I just got off of there, just got off my Facebook Live. I only got 15 views. You think people will be in the street pissed off? No, ain't nobody pissed off. They just passed the bill to where your 14-year-old daughter can get piped down by a 20-year-old man. Facts. And I said it years ago. They coming for your kids. They coming for your kids, man. It was the same thing when Obama, at the beginning of his second term, all of a sudden he was, I'm down with the LGBTQ. Yeah, a man and a man can be together and blah 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 blah. I'm like, hold on, cat. Didn't you say in your first term that a marriage should be between a man and a woman? I remember him saying it. I remember him saying it. But now all of a sudden that you lost a white male vote, all of a sudden you with the LGBTQ now. Got it. I see what you're doing. So when they passed that 50 that 50 state law while men and women can all get married and do what the hell ever. The next thing I said they coming for them kids, man. They coming for your kids. My friends, my family, my Facebook people. Man, you just be talking, man. You don't know what you're talking about, man. They don't mess with them kids. And if anybody mess with my kids, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. I say you ain't gonna do shit. You gonna do shit but run your soup coolers just like you running them now. Because once they pass the law, it's gonna be a wrap. You ain't gonna be able to do that. And they passed it yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. It was yesterday. Let's read this. Senate Bill 145. Under existing law, the Sex Offender Registration Act requires a person convicted of certain sex crimes to register as a sex offender with law enforcement officials while residing, working, or attending school in California. California Senate Bill 145 purportedly seeks to amend that law in an effort to end blatant discrimination against LGBT young people regarding California's sex offender registry. The issue in question concerns how the law views different types of sex crimes involving minors under existing law. Illegal sexual relations between a teenager of 15 and over and a partner within 10 years of age do not automatically require the offender to go on the sex offender registry if the offense in question involves vaginal intercourse. Stop right there. Stop right there. You telling me that if a 15-year-old girl decides that she wants to have sex with the high school coach, it's legal? That's what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? That's the part of the game we're at right now. But everything is, man, fuck Donald Trump, fuck Donald Trump. Let's ride. I'm pissed off. Let me go knock out the window at Wendy's. And these folks are passing these laws right up under your nose. Ain't nobody out here woke. Ain't nobody woke. You claim you woke because it's the cool thing to say. It's the cool thing to do. Why these people are passing laws to where your teenage son or daughter can't get piped down by somebody in their 20s. And they just said 10 years. That's just to start it out. I'm telling you where the trend is going. That's just to start it out. 10 years. The next time they pass the law, it'll be 15 years on top of the 10 that they passed. I know these people, man. These folks just legalized pedophilia. And what are the rest of y'all doing? What the rest of my people are doing? We watching Monica and Brandy versus. Ooh, she killed that girl last night. She sung her. That's what we at. Or, and the Dallas Cowboys gonna win the Super Bowl this year. Watch, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Or the Texans, they're gonna make the playoffs, and they're gonna. That's where we at. And that's what these folks are doing. These folks just passed a pedophilia law. Nigga, did you hear what I just said? These folks just passed a law sanctioning pedophilia. If you think they weren't gonna pass laws for two men to have sex with each other, of course they was gonna pass a bill. Of course they gonna pass a bill for these little kids to get played with. Pedophilia is, give it another 5 years. Pedophilia will be legal. It's already legal in one state. It's just they're gonna see how the public react to it, if they even paying attention. Because apparently nobody's paying attention. Apparently the people at Fox, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS, none of these shows. I didn't hear anything about this today. I didn't hear anything about it. Nothing. I didn't hear shit. I didn't hear anything about it. Did you? Did you hear anything about that? And I'm gonna be, I'm because I'm gonna switch platforms because I realized that most of my Facebook friends don't know shit about shit. Be honest with you. We got to call a spade. We got to call a spade a spade. They don't know what the hell going on. They more worried about sports and fuck Donald Trump because that's what the TV told them to say. That's what the TV indoctrinate them to say. You're a Trump supporter. Nah, nigga, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm supporter of policy. This right here is policy. You get it? Is this thing working? This is policy right here. This ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. These people sat and voted on this today. And you know, I got maybe 20 views. And no one is in the street rioting about this. Nobody. Nobody in the street pissed off about this. Nobody. pissed off about this. It's all, oh man, old people, a lot of them don't know what they be talking about, man. They be running his mouth on the internet, man. They be over there with that old drink, man. They be talking that door, da 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 da. Yeah, they gonna fuck your kids. And this is the California State Assembly. So all them liberals, them white liberals y'all love, there they go. Let's finish. Sexual relations between a teenager age 15 and over and a partner within 10 years of age that involve instances of oral or anal intercourse do not require automatic sex offender registration. And the judge has no say over whether or not such registration is warranted, believing that such a distinction disproportionately targets LGBT young people for mandatory sex offender registration, since LGBT people usually cannot engage in vaginal intercourse. State Senator Weiner introduced SB 145, the bill. However, it's sadly misguided. Hold on, take a time out. Misguided. I know what I just read. Misguided? You just told me that a 15-year-old child can have a partner within 10 years of his age. Could be within 10 years, can have a partner within 10 years of his elder, and they can both have sex. I know what I just read. These people think we dumb. Most of y'all are. Most of y'all are dumb. It is what it is. Y'all dumb. The goal of SB 145, according to the bill's language, is to exempt from mandatory registration under the Act a person convicted of certain offenses involving minors if the person is not more than 10 years older than the minor. How you gonna tell me that's misleading you? That's older than the minor. And if that offense is the only one requiring the person to register, but rather than amend existing laws to include vaginal intercourse with the minor as an act that requires mandatory sex offender registration, which would in effect remedy what Senator Weiner apparently view as discrimination. So he said it's okay because if you don't, you discriminate. Man, this place going to hell in a handbasket, man. It's going to hell in a handbasket. And y'all finna vote these people in. The ones with that big D beside their name, y'all just vote for them because what society and the media, I ain't gonna say society, the media influences society. I had it backwards. What the media influences you to do is say all Republicans, all Green Party, all progressive, all these other parties except the Democratic Party are shit. They ain't about shit. And they passing laws like these, and there's nothing wrong with that. With all the things that's going on in the world right now, police brutality of all people. They ain't just black people. It's for all people that's getting fucked up by the laws. No law to say, you know what? If you out here, you kill anybody and you're a law enforcement, and it could have been prevented, your ass get automatic life. That should have stopped overnight, or they'll retire. Or they'll retire. Now, what did I leave off? Including the vaginal intercourse with a minor that requires mandatory, which be discrimination. The bill aims to make all criminal sex acts with a minor over 14 equal by providing offenders with the opportunity to evade said mandatory registration. Doing so would be a disservice to survivors of those sex offenders, to communities, and to law enforcement officials. Survivors whose attackers managed to receive light sentences not fitting their crimes would be forced to accept that those convicted attackers could also evade the form of mandatory punishment, rightfully designating them as sex offenders, depending on the judge's decision. So it boils down to the judge. It don't have anything to do with the law. The judge can say, okay, you was within 10 years of fucking her. Yeah. How old are you? I'm 25. Well, how old are you, ma'am? I'm 15. Case out. Case thrown out. Nigga looking like, what? And guess what? You got a pedophile. He's like, shit. I can smash a 14-year-old. Oh, them pedophiles watching this shit, beating their knee thinking about this shit. All the pedophiles finna move to California. You're going to have pedophiles. You're going to have a bunch of dolphins. You're going to have a bunch of forest fires. California finna be upside down. And guess what? Y'all going to continue to vote for these people. Nancy Pelosi ain't came out and said nothing about this. Kamala Harris, Kamala, lock a nigga up Harris, ain't said nothing about this. Why not? I ain't heard this on mainstream TV. All I hear is fuck Trump. Donald Trump ain't shit. Fuck Trump. Trump. I hate Trump. That's all I hear. But one thing I've never noticed, one thing I have noticed, and this ain't got to do with my people, this is a lot of people. We don't get policy. Right here, this is a law. This is policy. You vote with your emotions. You're voting with your heart. They make me feel a certain way. I feel. Yeah, they finna be feeling on your kids in a minute. They finna be feeling on your kids. Mm-hmm. Right there in the 9th grade. Gonna be a grown nigga come to pick them up. Right when they get right after the 8th grade prom, they gonna get that thing popped. Pop that chair. But you can't say nothing. Because it's law. What you gonna do as a parent? Get mad and go kill him? You doing life in prison, he dead. Now you got another 24-year-old, another 20-year-old popping your daughter. Nigga, the game twisted out here, bro. And y'all, everybody, I'm woke. Ain't nobody out here woke. Everybody here sleep, nigga. Everybody sleep. Sleep, nigga. You know, woke people out here. I'm gonna tell you what people pay attention to. They pay attention to celebrities, sports, and CNN because they want to get that fix of that fuck Trump. They got to get that fix. Fuck Trump. Trump just funded the HBCUs for good. Fuck that, I don't hear that. It's more of that CNN. But I give you this dope right here. I don't expect a bunch of views right now. I'm fairly new to it. I be on my Facebook most of the time. But I come to find out my Facebook friends, I ain't gonna snap to it. But if I was to go start talking about relationships or how to get a chick in the bed, my views go through the roof. Think that said 40-year-old men We'll sit there and have a discussion about women all day long. Women, black men. This our main conversation. Women, sports, or how to get a woman in bed, or how hoes ain't shit, or how your favorite football team will kick your football team ass. That's our range of conversation. I can't pull out none of my books and say, "Hey man, what did you think about chapter 3 of what the hell is this? One of my favorites of Thou Shalt Prosper by David Lapham." I can't pull this out. I could put money in here. Somebody could break in here right now. I could put $1,000 check in here. I could put $1 million check in here. A nigga will break everything in this house. He'll take the TV, the computers, this, that, and third, but he will not open this. And they got $1 million check in it. He'll take everything that ain't worth shit, everything that's insured. I can get right back tomorrow, but he'll never go through one of them books. Yeah, and I get it, old nigga. You be cooning, man. This the coon shit. You sound like that. You sound like a coon. Now, I sound like somebody that want to slap you upside the head and really tell you to wake up. Because if you my age and you still talking about sports, or you still talking about how to get a woman in bed, nigga, you a loser. You're a loser. I don't even want to talk to you. You 40 something years old, 50 something years old, and your conversation is how to get laid. Nigga, that should be automatic. If you made it to 40 something years old, 50 years old, and you don't even know how to get a woman in bed, you're a loser. You're a loser. But what we really need to be on is paying attention to what these folks are doing around us. Because they're not gonna tell you this, man. They're not telling. They ain't gonna tell nobody this. But I mean, go read the bill for yourself. Go read it for yourself. Because I don't want you to be looking at me awkward. All Bevo Lottie. That nigga there, he don't know what he be talking about. He just be running his mind. SB 145, California Assembly, August 31st, 2020. Go look it up yourself. Go look it up yourself. Don't take my word on nothing. Don't take what I'm reading right here as just some shit I pulled or some shit I made up. You when I say go do your own research, I really do mean that because I do the research. I look up, I just Google what laws passed in this state within the past 2 weeks. I just might pick a state like Arkansas. It don't matter. And I want to know, okay, what's going on in Arkansas? What's going on in Texas? What did the mayor pass in Houston, where I'm from? What these folks doing? Nope. I'm for the video game. Nigga Lamar Jackson cold ain't the nigga. You're a 45-year-old man in front of the video game. Say, nigga, the game done changed, man. Why everybody's hollering, fuck Donald Trump, them Dems is hollering, fuck Donald Trump, Donald Trump ain't shit, blah, 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 them Republicans and the progressives, da, 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 da. They running game on y'all. They talk that shit and then turn around pass laws like this. And then when the law is like 2 or 3 years old, and then it's like, hold on, nigga. Hold on. What? Damn, somebody fuck my daughter. He 22. He fucked my 15-year-old. Man, I'm gonna kill that nigga. Well, you can't kill him. That's the law. You passed. So I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna start doing some more streams on here because my Facebook ain't about, ain't worth a damn, you know. So SB 145, man, read it. You can actually go on YouTube. They had it's about a 20-minute discussion behind it on the on their assembly floor. Check it out.